Max Verstappen's late-season title push may have just received a scary boost, as Red Bull confirms another upgrade for its ever-evolving RB21 Challenger. The Dutchman has reignited his championship hopes with blistering victories in Monza and Baku, clawing his way back into the fight, though he still sits as the underdog in the standings. A hard-fought second place in Singapore, finishing ahead of title rivals Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, helped Verstappen nibble further into their points advantage, continuing his recent surge in form. That resurgence has come largely thanks to steady progress with the RB21, a car that's been temperamental for much of 2025, but is finally starting to dance to Verstappen's rhythm. Technical director Pierre Wash confirmed that while no new components will appear on the car at next weekend's United States Grand Prix, more upgrades are coming before season's end. We will have other stuff coming, not the next Grand Prix, maybe a little bit later. Wash also emphasized that although McLaren has already secured its second consecutive Constructors Championship, Red Bull's focus remains firmly on beating Ferrari and Mercedes to finish as runners-up. Clearly, the Constructors' Championship is not finished for us. It's very important, he said. With the philosophy of this team, with every race we participate in this championship, we never give anything away. Development across the grid has slowed considerably since F1's summer break, as teams pivot their attention to preparing their 2026 machines under the sweeping new regulations. But Red Bull is bucking the trend. When asked why the Milton Keynes outfit continues to refine its 2025 car, we compromised a little bit at the beginning of the year. But with the way we work, every time it's like that. We're a little late in development, a little late finalizing the next car. It's the way our system works, and we take the benefit of it this year. We are maybe a little different to others in the way we work, but we have very good capacity internally in terms of manufacturing. It's what we are good at. That ongoing effort could, in theory, draw resources away from Red Bull's colossal 2026 project, one that not only involves adapting to a whole new rulebook, but also launching the team's first ever in-house power unit in collaboration with Ford. When pressed on whether this might hamper progress toward 2026, Wash said, "Just to make clear, what we have now and what we have a little bit later are developed a long time in advance. It's not like from yesterday. McLaren Racing CEO Zak Brown has made it clear. Even with the Constructors' Championship wrapped up, the team won't be changing its approach in the drivers' title fight." Fresh off third and fourth place finishes in Singapore, McLaren sealed the Constructors' crown with 6 races still to run, a dominant achievement that sparked questions about how the team will now handle its 2 title-contending stars, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. So far, McLaren has resisted playing favourites. At least that's what they're telling us. Under its so-called papaya rules, both drivers are free to race, as long as they keep it clean. With the exception of Norris's costly collision in Canada, the pair have largely done just that. But Norris's bold move to snatch third from Piastri in Singapore has reignited speculation about whether McLaren's no-team orders stance can truly last. When asked if the newly crowned Constructors' Champions might now shift focus to back a single driver, especially with Max Verstappen lurking as a late-season threat, Brown was unequivocal. McLaren's philosophy isn't changing. While we'd like it to solely come down to our 2 guys, Max is still very much in the game. I think what has been key is that the team have remained so focused, but also very humble. So, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Our strategy isn't going to change because we've won the Constructors. We're going to approach the remaining race weekends in the same way we've approached everyone before it. That's what we're here to do. Win races and win championships. And we couldn't be hungrier. Inside the McLaren HQ, team principal Andrea Stella struck a noticeably cautious tone. During a family and friends day at the Woking factory, Stella was asked what the plan was for the rest of the season now that the Constructors' title was already secured. His response spoke volumes. McLaren may be celebrating, but the team is fully aware of the charging threat in Verstappen and Red Bull's late-season momentum. Now we don't give up. we certainly don't take our foot off the accelerator pedal. We have the Drivers' Championship. The objective is to finish P1 and P2, push back Verstappen, who is always there. Whatever you do, he is always there. So yeah, that's the mission. Meanwhile, Red Bull's weekend in Singapore provided an intriguing subplot. Having struggled earlier in the season on high downforce circuits, the reigning champions proved their progress isn't limited to low or medium speed tracks. Next up, however, is the Circuit of the Americas, a venue packed with the very types of medium-speed corners that Red Bull's Laurent Mekies admitted had killed them at Zandvoort. McLaren's advantage has been so commanding that it's already shifted much of its focus to the next generation of cars. Red Bull, on the other hand, has had to stay in the present. For months, the team was, as Christian Horner put it, looking at two different watches, struggling with a mismatch between its virtual simulations and real-world data. That disconnect had to be fixed before Red Bull could confidently dive into its 2026 project. The logical testing ground is the RB21 itself. By continuing to refine the car, Red Bull could both close the performance gap and verify that its simulation tools were finally aligned with on-track reality. The latest upgrades appear to have done exactly that, improving both pace and correlation, a crucial double win for the Milton Keynes outfit. It's extremely important that we validate with this year's car, so that our way of looking at data is correct, and that our way of developing the car is correct, Mekies said. That will give us confidence in the winter for next year's car. As for Verstappen, the Dutchman admitted in Singapore that while the new floor has played its part, it's not the full reason behind Red Bull's revival. He hinted instead at two key factors. The team now starts race weekends from a stronger baseline setup, needing only fine-tuning, and it's become far better at finding and maintaining the RB21's narrow operating window. Helmut Marko added that the new floor slightly widened that window, but credited the real breakthrough to operational improvements across the board. Though the finer details remain tightly guarded, Marko hinted that there's more going on behind the scenes than meets the eye. Our engineers are experienced, and Max is an experienced driver as well by now. We rely on them a lot more than we did before. We don't blindly follow what the numbers tell us anymore. What are your thoughts on Max Verstappen stealing a driver's title right out of McLaren's hands? Is it possible? Is it out of reach? You tell me. The comment section is open for discussion. And before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the latest in Formula One. Thanks for watching.